Say hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Whisk It with Ty. Say it. Welcome
Thank you.
to
So,
Whisk
what?
It
Yeah.
with Ty. Say Ty. Say Ty.
Done.
Ty. Oh my goodness. We are going to make some fudge today. We usually make our cookies all the time, so this is really good for us to get some new things into our repertoire. We're going to be making fudge that has really good ingredients in. So we're going to go over to the recipe, over to the ingredients, and see what's in them. So here is our ingredient list. There's two parts to the fudge. You'll see the there's a base, and then there is a filling, a ganache filling. So for the base, we're going to be using some milk. We have almond milk today. We're going to be using cocoa powder. We're going to be using some dates. We'll be using some peanut butter. And then for the ganache, we have solid chocolate. We're using chocolate chips today, and some more milk, which again will be almond milk. Here's the recipe. I'm just going to go over a few things here. In the recipe, it did not say to soak the dates. I am soaking the dates. We'll see how it goes. We've never used this recipe before. I just know that my blender isn't going to do a great thing and really pulverize the dates the way that they need to be done. But anyway, make sure your dates are already pitted. So we're going to come over here. We have our milk, our almond milk for today, 3 tablespoons here, and we'll do another 3 tablespoons when it's time for the ganache. We have our cocoa powder right here, ready to go, 1/3 cup. We have our dates. I just wanted to go over a few things with the dates. They're a natural sweetener, and we use them a lot. So normally we just they come like this, and I usually get the whole kind, and then make sure that I take all the pits out of them. I can show you how to do that really quickly too. Okay, so I'm just taking a date, and you can use a knife to cut it, or I just kind of squeeze it like that. The pit is inside, and then there's no pit in there, so it's good to use again. I'm going to put that one back in the jar. I do usually keep them in jars just because that's how I am here. That way it'll be ready for us to use again. Now, when I soaked these dates, these were soaked. There was water in there. I put them in the refrigerator overnight, so they're ready now. I did drain out the water. Okay, we have our peanut butter here. How much peanut butter did we need, buddy? 5 tablespoons. Yep. And then we have our 1/2 cup of chocolate chips right here, and we'll do another 3 tablespoons of milk when it's time for the ganache. These are here because somebody that you and I know love to enjoy chocolate chips. Right, buddy? Yeah, they're so good. Okay, so the first step is to put all 4 of the first ingredients in. So the first ingredient is the milk. So go ahead, bub. You can put the milk right in here. Put the milk in here. And then we have our cocoa powder. We're going to put the milk back here because we'll need it for the filling too. Okay, so the cocoa powder. See how I'm holding it with him? Because we know what could happen with cocoa powder otherwise. Next is the 8 dates. So we have 8 dates in here that have been soaked and they have been pitted. So you want to help me with that? And last is the peanut butter. So we're going to scrape up. Oh, he does like a date. I'll give you a date in just a minute, okay? So let's put the peanut butter in here. And scrape that in. You can have a date while this is mixing, okay? All right, so we don't have a blender here. I usually just use my NutriBullet. As you can see, it's waiting here. Buddy, can you go get me the lid for the NutriBullet? Thanks. We'll put that on there. Okay, we have to screw it on, so we can't just put it on top. We have to screw. And our NutriBullet is kind of old, so we have to really tighten it. Otherwise, things go bad quickly. But I'm going to get you your date. we'll take the one that's been pitted and just make sure that he gets some of those, because, you know, dates are good. If you haven't had dates before, they're really full of lots of good nutritional value, and they do make things sweeter instead of using the honey or maple syrup, which is what we normally use. That's for later. Don't be sneaking any more chips. All right, so we're going to put this into our NutriBullet, and we will not film that because it will be really loud. So we'll see you when it's done. Okay, so we did a little bit here. You can see it's getting a nice consistency, and we'll be back for more. Okay, so here we are. I mixed it up. It is a big sticky mess. We are going to put it into the molds that we have, and then it says to use the spoon to make an indentation in each one, and then we'll make the ganache. So let's get ready to put this into the mold. Okay, we're back. We have our mold. We usually make our little brownies in this, but today we'll put our candy in there. I did try to scrape out some of this. It is pretty sticky. I don't know if it's stickier because I soaked the dates first, or if it's just sticky in general. You let me know if you do it without soaking them first. And if it's different, let me know. Hey, buddy, you know what I'm going to need is probably a knife. Can you go get me a knife in the drawer? Because it is pretty sticky. In here. Look, a knife. There we go. I just need something to scrape my spoon with when we're getting ready to put it into our molds. Maybe I'll just use the knife, and then we'll use the spoon to make that indentation. Maybe. All right, so I don't know how much to put in here. What do you think? Should we fill it up? We'll do like, I don't know, can you even see what we're doing?
Yeah.
So?
Yeah.
Yeah. We do sign a lot here in our house. I don't know if we've mentioned that before, but we do a lot of sign language. So you might see him signing or me signing. Let me know if you want us to incorporate some sign into our videos. That might be a fun thing to do. We, this did not blend as well. There's a whole date right there. Buddy, can you scooch over here? Because they can't. There we go. I know that they don't want to see my face in that. They want to see your face in that. All right. How about you do this one?
Fine.
Oh, yeah. The NutriBullet really didn't do a super job getting all the things mixed. There's some peanut butter that hasn't been mixed, some cocoa powder that hasn't been mixed, and that date wasn't really smushed the way that I would want it to be. I'm sure it's still going to taste good. We have a lot of recipes that we use dates for. One of them is you just pit the dates, you slice them, you put them on parchment paper. Did you say that? And then you make this mix of, it doesn't have a lot, does it? You make a mix of cocoa powder, coconut oil, and peanut butter, and you melt it and you drizzle it all over your, what's going on over there, buddy? You drizzle it over the dates. Maybe we'll do that one time. It's a really, really fun, quick, easy, and I keep ours in the freezer in the summer because then it's like having a nice little frozen treat on a hot day. All right, but in the meantime, I am using a knife to make the indentation in the middle. Oh, there's another date that's not fully smushed. We have non-smushed dates ready. What do you think about that? I wonder if there's going to be the right amount of ganache to fill these, or if we'll just have one section that's all ganache, or maybe one little one that's just all the dates. I don't know. We'll see. But it looks like we're kind of done here. I'm not really particular, as you can tell. But I am going to give him a taste of this. And let's see. I think we can get a little bit more out of here. Buddy, you keep moving and nobody can see you. All right, try that. Let me know what it tastes like. Okay, can you come over here so that people can see you? Okay, he's going to go wipe off his mouth. We'll be back. So come on back and tell people if it was good. Was that yummy? Is it good so far? Is it good so far? Hey, is it good so far?
With the food.
Okay. All right, the next step is to add the milk. So put the milk in there until it is almost boiling. So we'll put that in there, and it's another 3 tablespoons. So we're gonna let that come to close of a boil, and then we will be careful, it gets hot right there, buddy. All right, we are gonna go ahead and add the chocolate chips now. Right in there, and you had yours, so don't get mad, right? And then we're going to mix these up a little bit. All right, so we're gonna start stirring this up a little bit. Hold on to that spoon. And oh, you can see how it's all melting together. Wow, that looks good. All right, so we're gonna keep stirring. I do suggest that when you're stirring chocolate on the stovetop that you just keep stirring it, because I have had some disasters happening before. So we're going to keep on stirring, and when it's all ready, we'll show it to you and we'll start pouring it into our candy mold. I'm going to keep stirring as I'm showing you, but it is this nice thick mixture now. So we're going to add that to our candy molds and then put it in the freezer.
Oh.
All right. I don't mean over there. I mean right here. Okay, there we go. So here's our mold. Candy mold. Here's our ganache. Buddy, I'm going to have you help me, okay? Let's see. Maybe we should be at this angle so that we can really, I don't know, show you what we're going to do here. I'm just following the recipe. It says to spoon some in there. All right, buddy, your turn. Let's get some. Spoon some in. Buddy, you're so off the camera. Oh, guys. All right, I'm going to move the camera. There we go. Okay. You're such a nut. Okay, here we go. We're going to spoon some more. You're moving off the camera again. All right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this here so that you have to be right here, right where the camera is. Okay, there we go. You're a stinker. Come back over here. All right, so there's 4 done. So I'm going to say this, there's not enough ganache to fill all of the ones that we made. So maybe we made this part too small and the other part not enough. So we're going to put the ganache in here. Maybe we put too much ganache in each one. But I'm really going to scrape this and get all of that out there so you can see. Maybe, let me show you. Can you move over here so everybody can see, Elias? There we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are pretty full. And then we have these 2 that don't have anything. So this is a good lesson, right? Buddy, can you be on the camera? Come stand over here, please. Come stand over here. All right, do you want to try that?
Yeah.
All right, over this way. Is good stuff?
Yeah.
We'll put these in the freezer, and then we'll see. Then we'll see you back here when you try them. I will say also, I got this recipe off of Mrs. Hollingsworth's. I think it was on Facebook. It just looked really delicious. So credits to her, and we'll be back to let you know how it tastes. Say see you later.
No.
Say it nicely. Bye.
No.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we are. We just took them out of the fridge. Buddy, are you ready to try them? You ready to try?
Yeah.
They look delicious. I took this one out already because I didn't know if they'd be sticky. They are a little bit sticky. All right. Does it get a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Thumbs up? Yeah. Smaczno. Yeah? It's good. All right. See you next time. Hold on a second. As I was cleaning up, I realized somebody came for a visit. Where was Grandpa Doll while we were baking? Where was Grandpa Doll when we were baking? He's up here now, but I didn't see him when we were baking. Was he hiding? So I decided to put the fudge into the freezer, and it turned out so much better. It's not as messy or sticky, and it's quite delicious. Alright, welcome to Biscuit with Ty again. We are here. Nope, sorry. Hi, welcome to Biscuit with Ty. We're going to be making some fudge today. Doing this is really welcome to Biscuit with Ty. Today we're going to be making some fudge. We are getting out of our run. Can you stop?